Hey, welcome to Dirt Guy Drive Time, the show where somebody like me gets to do something like this in front of somebody like you. Boom! That's how we roll on this show, baby. Basically, it's a vlog. I just talk about whatever is happening in my life, going to work and doing video stuff and stuff that bugs me and whatever. And then some of you watch and actually give a flying crap what I'm talking about. So anyway, here we are on the Friday, June 28th, big weekend roundup. I did that again, roundup. It's wrap up, people. The big weekend wrap up edition of Dirt Guy Drive Time. Today we're going to talk about being the big stick. I'm going to tell you what that means in just a minute. But before we get there, I just want to give you a little sort of taste what's coming this weekend in my life. First of all, I'm going to go home from work. That's happening right now. That's amazing. I'm a man of my word, and you thought I wasn't. On my way home from work, and when I get home, I'm going to get ready for a really big deal we're doing tomorrow. It's the I Say Giveaway Finals on our It's My Railroad channel. We're doing the very last ever Track Smack, and we're going to be giving away a bunch of train stuff that some sponsors donated to our fledgling little show. Pretty excited about that, but I got some prep work to do so I don't give stuff away to the wrong people or give the wrong stuff to the wrong people, as it were. Now, I know you're sitting there thinking, wait a minute, did you just say very last ever Track Smack? Yep, I sure did. We were talking to the producers about it, talking to the wife about it, talking to the terriers about it, and we decided we will never do another Track Smack on It's My Railroad. Yeah, well, because we have a new channel we're doing it on. Oh, man, I am so mean, aren't I? There's a channel called Track Smack. Now, YouTube channel, Track Smack. After tomorrow, every future Track Smack episode will be on that new channel. For those of you playing along at home and who have already subscribed to Track Smack, you notice I've been uploading the whole archive. I'm putting every Track Smack episode up on that channel for your viewing pleasure. So that's what's coming up. And we're going to make a second attempt at a four-banger turner for the wife. If you guys will roll all the way back to Monday's installment, I believe, where I was talking about how terrible an estimator I am, and I tried to make this thing for my wife. Spent the entire weekend just to make her a big, heaping, steaming pile of poo. Is all I made her for an entire weekend's worth of episodes. But, you know, the good news is I got to drink a lot, and, you know, I'm totally into that. Just kidding. Come on, I don't drink that much on weeknights. Anyway, so that's what's coming up. And then, of course, Sunday night, Cindy Brown, First Lady Model Railroading and the Queen of Everything, is she and I do our live show on Supposedly Chic. It's a live comedy show. It's unscripted, baby. We just roll with the punches. People hang out and chat, have a lot of fun. Some of you watch that one too. Boom, that's it for what's happening for me for this weekend. The rest of it will be a surprise. I'll tell you about it on Monday. Yeah. Hey, if you're into model railroading, go to Model Railroader Video Plus. They've got 2 videos up, new videos, featuring yours truly. Very excited about. One's about Port Smith, one's about the Kip Bash Challenge. If you're not into model railroading, please excuse all the model railroading references here at the beginning of the broadcast. But I have those out of the way. A little thing about work today that I think is it's pretty cool. My general superintendent calls me the big stick. And because, you know, sometimes not always politically correct, sometimes not always diplomatic, sometimes you just got to be John Wayne and get the freaking job done. All right? Sometimes as much as I want to care about your feelings, I don't have time to sugarcoat it. Get your shit done is where I kind of come down on it. So that's a lot of fun. Hey, somebody's wondering why I'm talking to you right now. And so is that person. Wait, I'm famous right here on the freeway. Woohoo! Calls me the big stick. And I don't like to be the big stick. I really don't. Because we should all be professionals, all do our jobs, all get along. We're all there to do the same thing. And then go home and drink a lot and kick the dog. That's what I think we should do. So, the big stick, I've really been up in the grill of a couple contractors lately that are just making everybody's life miserable on the job site. And stuff, you've heard the story, it's getting screwed up and blah, blah, blah. And we're just like, oh my God, we're never going to get this thing right. Well, just has happenstance, one of the foremen for the concrete contractor and the foreman for the framing contractor both were not on the job today. They both weren't there. And those two MFers just will not get along. Matter of fact, they intentionally try to screw each other. And that's all fine and that's all dandy, except when it screws me too. And I gotta get out the big stick. So today, they weren't there. They had fill-in foreman, which I think might actually become the permanent foreman, I think is what's happening. And I was standing up on my perch that I've told you about before. It's a place I look down on the job while I'm having a smoke. And I look down there and I see the concrete crew and the framing crew working together, supporting each other's efforts whilst fixing a problem we have that's caused because the building's crooked, basically. The building was built by a 2-year-old or something. I have no freaking clue. It's terrible. But anyway, they're working together and there's this energy level down there. People are hopping around, driving stakes and measuring junk. I see a framing guy and a concrete guy pulling a tape measure with each other, nodding their heads, thumbs up at each other. Blown the hell away by what I'm seeing. I couldn't believe it. I almost cried. I'm not kidding you. I'm like, that's what it's supposed to be like, people. So I immediately ran into my little trailer and I got in front of my little computer, which has a big screen. I'm the only one in construction with a 44-inch monitor in the job site trailer. Boom, it's the big monitor for the big stick. And so I send this email off to all of the executives at the framing contractor, all the executives at the concrete contractor, and all the executives at my office and my general superintendent. And I won't tell you the whole thing because you might get bored, but I basically said, today I'm witnessing something that's awesome. These people are working together. They're being respectful, remember that, respectful, courteous, and cooperative. And I told them things are moving along flawlessly. It's awesome to see your guys doing this on this job. I said, I'll tell you what, when your two foremen come back, if they come back, on Monday, I'm going to expect to see that spirit of cooperation, that professionalism extended in perpetuity, or they will leave. Boom, that's where I went, the big stick, bringing it down, people. I told him, I said, the next time you visit my job site trailer, you're going to see a sign on the wall that says, house rules. You will be respectful, you will be courteous, you will be cooperative, or you will leave. Boom. Oh, that's what a big stick does, people. And you know, I didn't really hear anything from anybody after I sent that email. I'm like, oh crap. I hope my bosses aren't like, okay, what are we gonna do with Brown? Brown's out of control. The dirt guy's losing it, people. But you know, that's just the way it's gotta be, I think. As a matter of fact, I think that is a rule of life, for the most part. I mean, I know sometimes you need a bomb to put out a fire. You know, I know sometimes that you gotta yell or you gotta argue or something. I get that. You know, even in a perfect marriage, you're gonna argue with your spouse sometimes. Doesn't mean you don't love each other. Doesn't mean you're still working towards the same goal. But there is no room, I think, in society, in our personal lives, for people who are just not respectful, not courteous, and certainly not cooperative. Just jackholes. And so, just as a sidebar, I'm wandering off topic a little bit. Moderators! Oh wait, I don't have moderators on this one, do I? Moderators! I'm wandering off topic because I just wanted to say, I think if we try to use that as a golden rule, right? Just those basic things. If we all did that, how much further would we pull together and how much more would get done? How much more peaceful would you be when you go home at night from work, let's say, because you didn't do battle all day with somebody. You weren't fixing mistakes that happen because one guy refuses to talk to another guy or to listen to another guy. That's just effing stupid, by the way. So anyway, I had to get out the big stick, made that happen. That's just how it's going to be on my job, people, and I don't really care. I figure at this juncture, if the company's not happy with me, they'll let me know, but they can't fire me. They can't. They're in too deep right now. I have carte blanche on this job. I hope. I think so. Anyway, if I'm wrong on that, I won't be driving the Tacoma tomorrow. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Sometimes you got to be the big stick. You know, I'm building a new code, aren't I? I'm gonna have to go back and watch these and figure out what I said, write it down, and remember it. It's like you put out a fire with a bomb. You got to bend with the breeze. You don't make it personal. You're respectful, courteous, and cooperative. And those are my deep-rooted beliefs and thoughts for today on the drive home from work. So listen, I hope you guys have a stellar weekend. I hope those of you who hang out with me will join me tomorrow on Track Smack. And other than that, have a great weekend. Thanks for hanging out with me right now. My name is Steve Brown, the Dirt Guy, and I'll talk to you later.